I shouldn't be alive. So some of you may know, last week on my holiday from classes I went to Amsterdam. Side note, one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. If you ever have the chance, go to Amsterdam because it's beautiful and canals and bridges and it's just great. But what wasn't great was coming back from Amsterdam, which turned out to be really weird and sketchy and scarring. Not even mildly scarring, completely scarring. Maybe it's my fault that I picked the cheapest airline I could find, but you know, college students gotta do it cheap. So that also means putting your life in danger, apparently. I get on the airline, all is fine. We are on the tarmac, taxiing as they say, and they started running the turbines on the sides of the airplane just to test them, I guess. And they were so loud, they sounded like they were gonna explode, and everyone was just looking at each other on the airplane like, that doesn't sound good, does it? Covering my ears because it's so loud. And then I think, we're not taking off with that noise like that. There's no way. We started moving, and pretty soon we were in the air with these turbines that, when tested, sounded like they were gonna explode. So you know, explosions aren't the best thing to have in your mind when you're on an airline. I was just sitting there trying to survive and not think about exploding and falling down into the wild ocean. Mild turbulence, we were late because they taxied forever, but it was okay. I was alive at this point. But then we were gonna land. Here is the landing strip, and here is my airplane. Now imagine a tiny frightened Matt inside of this airplane. We are coming down, here we go, tree height, and then wah! We are going almost straight up, I'm not even joking, like this. Then we're going upward, children are screaming and crying, people are looking at each other as if it's the last moments of their lives. I thought it was over. I'm clutching my seat like this. I've never clawed a seat like that before. I went into cat mode. I was just clawing. I clawed and thought it was over. I thought that was the end of my life and I was gonna be dying on Garuda Indonesia Airlines from Amsterdam to London Gatwick. We turned around and came back. There was no explanation from the air flight crew as to why we suddenly flew back up when we were about tree level to the ground. After that, I thought my issues were over. The visa person who was checking my passport did not want me to get back through into England and spent a good 20 minutes examining my passport information. So then I missed my bus, and then I was rescheduled, and then the bus was late. And on the way back, after an hour onto the bus ride, the bus driver admitted to the bus crew that he was lost. The bus driver got lost. The bus driver needed driving directions from people on the bus to get back to London. At this point I thought, will I ever get back? 5 hours late, but I made it back to London, and here I am, and I'm feeling pretty glad to be here. So that's my travel story. I just seem to have these horrible experiences with traveling. There's just always a problem with me and traveling. It always happens when I'm on an airplane. That's how I'm feeling. I'm also feeling fly because I got this new beanie. I don't know, just thought that was worth sharing. Otherwise, this week has been great. I am going to put up a video of some sort featuring Amsterdam and all of its beauty, and that should be coming out soon. If you've had some issues with flying or other kinds of transport, do share so I don't feel so unlucky, I guess. It would be nice to know other people had these kinds of issues every single time they board an aircraft or bus. Let me know. Have a good one. Bye. Aside from shaving my face, another announcement I have for you is that I am not going to be doing a Friday Feels this Friday, and that's because I'll be in Amsterdam.